Hello, everybody. On behalf of our founder, Darshan Kendrick, I wanted to say doctor. She might as well be a doctor. Isn't she brilliant? She is the founder of Friends of Financial Freedom, and I am delighted and honored to be the education chair. Today, I have a very special guest, Corey Northington. You know, Corey is one of those people that we connected, and there are so many points of synergy between us. And we continue to stay in touch and say, hey, I've got some referrals for you, et cetera, et cetera. And the last time we connected, I realized I had not connected him here. And so I wanted him to become a member of Friends of Financial Freedom and do his interview so he can share your expertise with y'all. And so we're going to get started. So Corey, if you would share with the Friends of Financial Freedom group just a little bit about you and just a little bit about your business, and then we'll get into specifics.
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Corey Northington. As Dr. Voss has said, I'm based here in Birmingham, Alabama, and a native and been here for all my life. I went to the University of Birmingham, UAB, Blazer Nation, where I came out with a business marketing degree in 2005. From there, I just been gaining experience in customer service, sales, entrepreneurship, and some others. So today, I'm currently an independent associate of LegalShield, PPLSI, that we go by now. And the company has been around for like over 50 years. So like as the name suggests, and some of y'all might know, we are the premier provider of legal and identity theft services for individuals, families, and small business owners. And so it's great because it's a nationwide service. I can be here in Birmingham and have people all over the continental US and Canada that can become members and also be associates too. And there's a great at-home business, very little startup. And also too, through that, it's allowed me to dive into some other passions, meet people that I've never would have met outside of this business venture. So like with Dr. Ross being an example. So also through those last few years, I've developed and became a business connector too, like just setting up collaborative partnerships and relationships with some of the business owners I've met through various social media and offline as well. So I am so glad to be here. And so I just want to just say thank you so much to you, Dr. Ross, and everybody in the friends circle. And just feel free to reach out. I'd be glad to connect. Just let me know what y'all do, and I see what I can do to help if I can.
You know what, Corey? That is a perfect summary of who you are, because you are a LegalShield. Do you say associate or partner? I'm not going to use that.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. But you also are one of the most amazing business connectors. And so I definitely want to get into that in a little bit. But let's stick with your core business first. LegalShield. So as I said, our founder is an attorney. And so what sets you apart? Who is a great client for you versus say a great client for Darshan? And I will say, for those of you that don't know Darshan, she is a corporate attorney, and her clients probably have $1 million months. and so tell us, Corey, how you help folks and provide legal services.
Okay. First of all, unlike Darshan, I'm not an attorney. So I want to set that clear and everything. I'm just an independent associate. So I market the legal and identity theft plans. So it's the ability to talk to an attorney without worrying about the hourly cost of one. So like if they were sitting down with Darshan, I would imagine like they would have to have like some bank behind them. So you can have bank behind you or not. And so we have a very cost-effective service and everything. So we can help you get your will done, for an example. So like if mom and dad wanted to get their will done and everything else, and the average cost of a will is anywhere from $500 to easily to a couple of $1,000 easy, just to get a standard basic will. Although you have like those outlets like Rocket Launch, Rocket Lawyer, LegalZoom, and various others that can help and have like templates and stuff like that. And some of them have gone to having attorneys help step by step. And so we try to be a cost-effective service. So we work with a whole closed panel attorneys and law firms across the country, which provide that service. And then it's composite dollars of all the members and the company that goes into that law firm that helps our members out. So we try to eliminate the costs to the best of our ability. So we got like benefits from unlimited consultation, document contract reviews,
Hmm.
um, and various legal and identity theft plans that can help on a lot of levels, whether it's the individual, mom, dad, the small business owner. And so, and also we can use these as volunteer group benefits. And also we can help CDL drivers, like commercial drivers.
Ah,
Yeah. So yes. So it's like a whole portfolio of legal
so very
plans.
comprehensive.
Yes.
Wow, wow, wow. That's interesting. That's interesting. So specific to college students, I and someone else in our group, Cheryl Smith, she is a professional college advisor and planner. And of course, I have debt free degree with Dr. Roz. And so I'm always looking for opportunities for college students, which of course we can extrapolate that out and say, is this a good business model for folks who both want to do it full time as you do, and folks who may want have what I call a side hustle? So would
Yes.
this be a good financial opportunity for folks to make a little extra money, college students,
Yes.
whoever?
Oh, yes. It's beautiful because the model is set up to where you can do it spare time, part time, or full time. So it just a matter of your time, your energy, and your passion towards it. So me, I will always tell any level, whether it's a college student or a professional, like learn one-on-ones, like do come to the briefings, do come and
Mm,
learn and everything else, just like you would in any 9 to 5 and everything else. Continue your training
mhm,
because I've been in like 13 years, as I said earlier, and I'm still constantly learning. So
wow.
yes, so it's commission based. So I'm not gonna just for FYI purposes. And then, but it's very little startup, so it's not like thousands upon thousands of dollars to get started.
Okay.
So me, like I would tell them like, do put on your entrepreneur hat and everything else, and do um like talk to those who are seasoned and everything else. Because when I got into this business model, one of the first things I did was the person who got me in, I stayed right up under him.
Mhm.
Like as far as right up under him, I mean like helping them, me to be mentored and everything else. Because
Excellent.
when you come on board, you're an independent associate and everything else. So it's very important that the people that or the person that bring you on board, that you have like that relationship with them and understanding, hey, this
Mm,
is a partnership. Like as much as I'm going to be working with you, I'm going to be learning things from you. Like, hey, what's your why? Why do
mhm.
you want to do this? Why do you? Because just as far as like, okay, you can make money in almost anything, but you also got to have a vision for yourself in this business too.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I would always encourage those, and I say LegalShield can always be a stepping stone
Mm,
too. So me, the thing of it is when if I'm talking to someone, I always try to get their why they want to do this,
mm.
everything else, and then
What's
it's
your
okay.
why? That's beautiful.
Yeah. So like, what's your why? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, because if you don't know why you're doing it, I mean, like not the simple like, hey, I want to make money, I want to do this, I want to help people. I say, okay, you can help people by volunteering at the Red Cross. You can make money by working at a fast food. I said, like, what's your why? Why is your why?
Why
Uh,
this thing?
why
Exactly.
why
Exactly.
is this vehicle? Because
Yes.
me, I love the mission of the company, like to make
Mm,
equal, affordable access for everybody.
mhm,
Like so in some cases, like justice is not just black and white. It might be the color green. You might not have that
mm,
in your portfolio or in your budget, because but we are all subjugated to the law,
mm.
and we are all here, and so and that's some of the reasons why I feel like this is a great company for me. And then like that's why I try to whoever I meet, like I try to tell them, I said, hey, this is why I chose to come into Legal Shield. Like at first it was like some of those reasons I mentioned before, but then once I understood, like Corey, it's like a mission. It's like um hey, and it's led to other things. So that's the beautiful thing about it too, because I mentioned to you earlier, like, hey, with me and you, for example, thanks to Legal Shield, I met you. I mean, and so many other wonderful friendships and business relationships that I would have never had. And if it didn't inspire me to keep pushing and get out
Yes.
my comfort zone. So,
Yes.
and and this is the beautiful thing about these companies, that it does, if you allow it, it can push you and propel you to new heights and new, like, to give you the confidence that you never had if you didn't have like a business like this and
Mm-hmm.
everything. So,
Mm-hmm. Perfect, perfect. Now you mentioned that customers need to be in the U.S. or Canada. Do associates who may be interested in becoming, students or people who may be interested in becoming associates, do they need to live in Alabama in order to work with you, or can you work with anybody?
it can be all over the continent of US. I can be here
Okay,
in Birmingham, Alabama, and it can be someone in Atlanta, Georgia, or
great.
someone in Los Angeles, California.
Okay,
So it's got to be a
great.
US, a Canadian resident,
Okay,
uh,
excellent.
and just have like internet access too. So, or even if they don't have it ready and available, like if they can get internet access, they can go to a local library. They can do those things and then build a portfolio of business. So
Great.
that's mhm.
Great. The last thing I want to ask you, because you are a master at business connections, about connecting folks, and I'm just curious. Number one, what would you say is your number one tip? What is the thing that you do consistently that allows you to have this amazing skill? Because when I say you're a master, if people talk about networking, you always come to my mind every single time because you're amazing at it. And then secondly, is it something that you like? Is it like do you have any ideas of monetizing it, of teaching it, of having some sort of like your own coaching program or something? Because you I don't know. I'm just not articulating it correctly because you are so good at it and so
Okay.
seamless at it. So,
Well, because it just didn't happen overnight. Like the thing of it is, you gotta be empathetic to the people that you talk to. So like
mm,
all different types of business owners, and essentially at the end of the day, people are people. I mean, we got our our faults or shortcomings, like, and that's the same translation in the business. So what I try to do is I try to listen to what they're saying and what they're not saying. Like who, like ask questions. Like
mhm,
also I'm saying like, hey, like who is, like one question I like that I found out recently is that who is your power partner? Who is your best ideal referral partner?
mhm,
Like kind of I might can do it like this, like make this relatable. Like um if y'all didn't have no business to do, would you still talk to me? And
mm,
so, and that's a deep question because it's like me, like sometimes when I refer people or business owners to each other, like I mirror match in my head. Like sometimes it's like an instinct or just something that you just develop. And I say, like I think this person would be great with this person
huh,
and everything else. Like a like an example, I'll tell you about one of the last ones I did. Um, like one of my business partners, who's a fellow LegalShield associate, came to me a couple of weeks ago, who was needing some like vendors for an event she got going on in Dallas, Texas. So the only thing I hate about it, I didn't have a whole lot of time because
mhm,
timing is everything too in your networking. So I said, okay, like so I had to think of people like who lived in Dallas or who lived nearby. And I said, okay, I was able to come up with like about a handful of folks. So she was able to reach like a couple of them, like a
mm,
few of them, and then one of them was able to refer another person. So it's like a domino effect too. I said, and then I just talked to her like last night. And I said, hey, like, how did it go? Like she said, like I was able to reach this person, like they good, this person, they good, and also that person that I told about told another person and they good. So she was able to send the information. So hopefully tomorrow when the event happens, like they'll be locked and loaded and ready to come down. And
yeah,
so she wanted me to meet the chair of that event. I said, okay, cool. Just let me know and everything. Be glad to network. And then also too, when you're networking, you also got to be open to receive it and to
mm,
get. So because you can't, I found that you got to be wise in what you say, too, and also like who you refer because and everybody is different and everything. So like also when I'm referring or like networking, I also talk to both sides. I say, oh, so hold myself accountable to make sure that the person that I'm referring knows that I'm going to be in contact with the person that I'm referring to, and then let that person know like who they should be expecting. So it won't
Yes.
be a cold like referral
Excellent.
or a
Excellent.
cold like contact. So it's like that way. And I say like, oh, when in doubt, like throw me up under the bus. Like I do it as a joke and pun, but I mean, like let me be your icebreaker,
Mhm.
because that way, like you say, oh, hey, Corey, da, 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 and then that warms the person, both people up to say, oh, okay, this is what I'm looking for. This is what's going on. They
Right.
already know to what's going on, so they can just cut through some of the like the meet and greet and just get to it. And so
Yes,
that's one
exactly.
thing. When I try to refer a network and then everything, so it's just kind of like that. And then like to your second question, I thought about like some stuff like that, like coaching and
Mhm.
like maybe talking about it, but really I just kind of do it as something because I know that um, having a good name too
Mhm.
is almost if not more valuable in some cases than just making the money, because
Mhm.
like I said earlier, you can make money in almost anything that you do if you put your mind to it. And
Mhm.
so I put my mind and heart to like trying to set up those referrals and everything else. So when I do talk, even because I'm not saying I'm as flawlessly perfect, so there have been times when the referral went haywire. I say it didn't work. I was like, okay, which is fine. I said like, but being open to it and not letting it get you 100% down. I think that's
Mhm.
aspects of referral and business and just life in general, that you're going to make your mistakes, you're going to fail. But I think being honest and sincere and
Yeah.
having that integrity too when you referring and talking and doing business is so important and
Yeah.
everything. So,
Yeah.
so those things I think the people in my circle and would appreciate about me too. So like that, because I also heard this from another top-notch business professional too. It's like people buy from people at the end
Mhm.
of the day. So like services and everything that we do is just the
Mhm.
kind of like the cherry on top. But
Exactly.
they
That no
buy,
like trust
they
factor.
buy, yeah, exactly. Definition of a sale. Like they
Yeah.
have to like you, they have to respect you, and they have to
That's right.
trust you. And then and with the product, they gotta have those things in it too. So when I'm
Yeah.
not in it, it's not gonna work more times
Yeah.
than not.
Yeah. Well, we are delighted that you joined us today. I cannot wait to post this interview in our group, and we hope that you'll be really active in the group. So when you have opportunities coming up, if you'll post them in there and interact with others, and we're, as I said, just delighted that you've joined us. So thank
Thank
you
you.
so much for that, Corey, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Cool. Thank you, Dr. Ross.
Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.